Kittles and Pitts. Kittles and Pitts. A matchup of two tight ends who could have been teammates.
Could have
been teammates. We argued that they should have been teammates. What are you seeing from this matchup?
Yeah, I felt like we had to hit it after my slightly farcical argument for Kyle Pitts at 3, right? The logical argument for Kyle Pitts at 3. It would have been special to have him on the team. I didn't think that was actually going to happen. I certainly predicted Trey Lance would have been the pick if it were up to me as well. But going into it was fun to play around with that. Kyle playing 4D chess, bringing him in. So it seemed like a good time to revisit the production of the two and ask who's having the more impressive season. So in comparison, Kittle playing 10 games, 57 receptions on 76 targets for 757 yards with a 13-yard average and 6 touchdowns. Pitts, 54 receptions on 88 targets, so a few less receptions on more targets, about the same yardage, 770, 14-yard average per catch, only 1 touchdown. So looking at the two as a direct comparison, obviously I would say that George Kittle's is more impressive because this year seems to be the year that George Kittle figured out how to consistently get in the end zone. But the idea that this is Pitt's rookie season, I mean, it took George Kittle until now to really determine how to be a red zone threat, to really figure out how to get, or took Kyle Shanahan this long to figure out how to get him in the end zone.
There you go. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
It doesn't. I guess I don't hold it against Pitts for being a rookie and being unable to contribute in that way, or Atlanta being unable to utilize him in that way. I got to say, for a rookie season, it's pretty damn impressive on a subpar team.
It is really impressive. And I look, I don't want to take anything away from Kittle though, because we've always kind of knocked him for not scoring. I've knocked him for not scoring touchdowns. If you look for ways to knock Kittle, that's the only way you can do it. And I look for ways. And this year he's coming through, but I really look at it as Shanahan never gave him the opportunity. Like the first few years of his career, when he would get targets in the red zone, it wasn't in the end zone. It was in front, and he had to like barrel his way in. And it's almost like Kyle, his attitude was, yeah, you're good after the catch, but I don't trust your hands. I don't trust your hand-eye coordination, and I don't trust you to catch passes away from your frame in tight windows. So I'm throwing in Kendrick Bourne. Seriously. Yeah. And now, like, he's the guy you go to. I mean, he makes crazy catches, one-handed catches. I mean, crazy, right? I mean, it doesn't matter where you put the ball, he catches the ball. So he's earned the trust of Kyle. You could probably argue that it's a few years late. I mean, come on. Yes. It's like in the back of Kyle's mind, he still looks at him as that 5th round pick that maybe Kyle created.
What is it about Kyle and being slow to recognize talent? It's like, well, you got to prove it. Well, no, you got to prove it a second time. No, really, I'm going to need you to prove it 3 more times, and then I'll believe you.
I think Kyle really feels like he creates most of these people, and that he can create more, and that like a lot of the success is on him. So Jimmy wins.
It's schematic success.
It's on me. Yeah, Jimmy had good game. That's on me. George had a good game. That's on me. These guys are still so limited. He's so limited. And I'm working around his limitations. And Kyle's just a little negative. He even says he says that. Like he checks out new houses and he just it's this. I don't know. And his wife is crying. He's like, no, but I liked it. It's a go. I can work with that. But now I know all the freaking problems with it, and I can work with that. That's just kind of his style.
It's interesting. It's a commonality amongst perfectionists that if one thing is off, then the entire thing is imperfect and therefore trash. Yeah. And I think that carries through. I also attribute it to his old school personality, old school football, like his father, that rookies really need to prove it. They really have to earn their way in, and that it takes a little bit of time to establish yourself. Whereas the new football acumen, the new school of thought is get them in there, let them make their mistakes, let them learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at Kyle Pitts in here. I think he has not many targets in the red zone. I don't think it's his fault. I think they need to throw him the ball more. I think he has 9 targets, 2 catches. So maybe it's on him too.
With that wingspan, that's crazy.
Yeah, they got to figure that out. Niners Run This says, I've had Gage on my fantasy for 2 years straight. 2 years straight. Trust me, he is trash. The funny thing about this is that you've had him on your fantasy team for 2 years straight and you feel this way. That's why I put this up there. Hilarious.
Yeah, that is that's a long time to have somebody who contributes very few points on your roster.
Why are you so loyal to him?